Right guys, welcome back to Kit Car Direct and MK Sportscars. Going to dig into the workshop. But firstly, I'm going to say big thanks to everybody who turned up for the open day the other week. Monster turnout, sun was shining in the afternoon, it was fantastic. Real plethora mix of cars out there actually. MKs, Westfields, M&R, every brand pretty much, caterings, they all turned up. And we're quite welcome. We love to see every different make and model, as we do in the workshop here. We've got all different makes in here as well, Daxes, etc. all turned it up. That's fantastic. Thanks to everybody's orders who put in, new business orders. Looking forward to you getting in the queue and building your new toy, or should we say sports car in the garage. That'd be awesome. We're going to start with this while we're in the workshop. Cup 200 time. Well, it's the next race meeting is Oulton Park on the 3rd of June, Saturday the 3rd of June. Same weekend as the Malvern Kit Car Show. So you've got two events you want to get to. Can have a go watch some cup racing on Saturday, and then maybe go down to the Malvern Kit Car Show on the Sunday. So it's the new event, not Stoney this year. That's all moved across. So it's the Malvern Kit Car Show. We will be attending, as of probably many other manufacturers as well. Hopefully we can get some sunshine. You can come and watch this. If not, racing at Oulton Park. I think there's about 8 now cars going to be on the grid for Oulton Park. And what we're doing now, in preparation for that, we've got a week to go. Just a little bit of fine-tuning, fettling, a little bit of tweaks. Matthew Booth's going to be in the car for Oulton Park. So we get this set on kill for him. Hopefully he can come home again with some more silverware like he did last time. So yeah, just a little bit of little spanner check, as you should do on all these cars, and get it ready for set on kill for Oulton Park on June the 3rd. Right, here we go guys, RX-5 K20 time. Well, we had Complete Kit Car magazine down here. Adam, come out. Had a little test drive in the car, but before that we set about, we charged the battery up, done a little bit on through because this car's been sat for a few weeks in Simon's, just gone through, quick tidy up in the front end, quick tidy up in the rear end, fluid level checks, sent it on kill and let Adam have a little test drive, and this is what Adam thought. Right guys, we're lucky and privileged to have Adam here from Complete Kit Car magazine. He's come down, well, to have a look at the workshop because he's not been here before, have a look round and see what we're doing here. Been here, getting on for nearly a year now, so bit slow up the take there, Adam, but it's fine. What did you think so far?
I think, yeah, it's a fantastic facility you've got here. Yeah, you've come on leaps and bounds since I first knew you. Yeah, and plenty going on, lots to see, lots going on.
Yeah, busy workshop, which we will get into the workshop walk in a bit. But while Adam has been here, he's been, well, come down to have a little test drive in the K20 car. And I'm going to ask him his thoughts. What's your thoughts on the K20 car, Adam?
I'm in love with that Honda engine. I think it's fantastic. Really like the car too, but for my full impressions, you'll have to wait for the magazine to come out. The August cover dated issue will be out on the 23rd of June.
That's it, guys. You heard it from Adam here. 23rd of June for the August edition. You get to hear his thoughts, his keynotes. He's had a nice little test drive out in the K20. If you're interested in the K20, Adam's going to tell you what it's all about. Right, here we go guys, something you don't see very often, which is called a Tonic. Company down in Cornwall who make these. Lots of history about it, can't really go into that. I haven't got enough time to talk about it, but it was originated from, I think it's Stuart Taylor Motorsport with Colin and that moved it on from a university project into what you see today. What was it in here for? Well, it's got a little 954 Fireblade engine in here, and Colin asked us basically to get it running. Our remit was to wire it up, get the engine running, which we've done now. That's been done wired in, and it's going to be back to Tonic now, and they're going to finish all the rest of the wiring for all the auxiliaries, putting the body tub on, and it'll be painted and everything else. So it was always a unique car, a little bit of a modern twist. This will get painted, I do as well, because it's not gel coat finishes in a primer at the moment. So something, a bit of a modern twist on a 7 that they did. I don't mean they sold hundreds or lots of them, but it's unique in its own style, and it was a bit more cutting edge for its time, etc. as well. But they're still going, still do a few kits here and there, I do believe. But remit, fire this up, get it all running. Little 954 Fireblade, which, yeah, there's nothing wrong with them engines. Good little engine. How many cars, kit cars are out there who've had Fireblade engine? Loads. It was the stablemate engine to go to. So yeah, that's been up and running. So this one's going to be basically sent out, or collected actually by him, and back to Cornwall to get it fit and finish. Right, here we are, Sylvia leader time. What is it? Our engine transplant time. So early kit car of the days. I think it's got a Viva rear end and a Viva front end, as you can see. It's quite different to what we do nowadays. It's got the whole front axle off a Viva. We don't do that anymore. It's all independent fronts and rears and everything else, not a live axle type thing. So, but it did have some chassis problems here. So we've replaced this member here because it was all stressed, cracked and fractured. braced it all, done it. While he did it, had a cross-flow engine in. That's come out. The customer supplied us with a Gix 1000 out of his donor bike. Engine cradle has been made for that, which we've had to custom make. Bit difficult because it's sort of, the chassis ends down the bottom here, and it's all on bushing and rubbers. It's sort of, there's not much metal in there, to be honest, to weld off. It looks like there is, but there isn't when you get into it to the depth. So that's been done, the cradle's been done. Then we've had to make a custom prop shaft, because the prop shaft goes, it's a two-piece, right away from the engine part through into a centre bearing here, which we've had to fabricate and make plates for. And then it comes through and into the live axle on the rear. So we've had to make our sort of Busa one, or Gix 1000 one as well, fit into the live axle. Then make a gear change. Well, we've gone push-pull cable on this one because it's easier. And Josie's set about doing a sterling job. We've got a mechanism here that's all welded into one of our billet gear levers, and here we go. Nice, tidy little mechanism for your gear change up to the down. Push forward is down and pull back is up. It's the way you kind of like it. This is now finished, and it will get back to the customer, and he'll be able to do the fit and finish. He's going to have to do the wiring there, and of course it's all systems and that. But our remit was engine cradle, gear change system, prop shaft, repair the chassis. So that's all boxes ticked on this one now, and it's all fits under the bonnet, which is nice. Just about fits under there. He's got a bit of room under the sump as well. So yeah, it'll be such a different experience going from a cross-flow to a sort of 160, 70 horsepower bike engine. So that's really going to wake him up when he gets this on the road. Sylvia, not even raw. And this is a Sylvia Striker. So 1998 car actually that's come in. As you can see, it's not built. The customer's had it quite some time now. It's been in the build stages. It's got to this stage where the customer's now, I think it's more time than anything, running out of time to build a car. So it's coming to us. We're going to build the car basically. So it's very different to the raw Striker that which was done, and now the MK Striker that we're developing, but similar. Pretty much. The top wishbones have changed a little bit, some of the chassis, and this is a live axle car, so it's got a full axle on the rear rather than independent, so it's got a full beam which we've just taken off and having an inspection. We're doing a bit of an inventory. So first job for us was invent everything that we've got for this particular vehicle, so that we can see what parts we've got, what the customer's supplying, which we've done because he's had custom seats made and other bits as well. And then we're getting to, the customer's going to come down now and tell us what he wants out of the vehicle and what spec, because it's got a little Z-Tech in it, 90s Z-Tech silver top as they call them, with a Type 9 gearbox. It's on 40s, 45s actually on that. Bit much for that standard engine. 40s might be better, but you know, it'll still run fine, just a bit not so good low down with 45s, such a big carb. Plenty of horsepower they kick out. So we've got to get to this, build the car, get it through IVA and get road legal. So you will see this probably go backwards before we go forwards, because we're going to have to start getting into checking. It's been standing for a while, so we're going to have to get into checking everything from fittings to brake lines. A lot of rubbers perish. They don't like sitting still for an amount of time. This, you can see all the rubbers down here and the joints have gone hard. So we're going to have to replace some of these and etc. as well. So lovely little car, the Striker. Always a great handling car. Live axle cars, brilliant on the track. Not quite so good on the road because they're a bit more bouncy with the rear solid axle. But on the track, these things are great. And it's even got a petty strut on this one. So that was obviously custom made at the time. Perhaps he was going to do some sprinting or etc. with it. That's kind of where they sat with those. But there was talk about a full cage maybe going on this or some other options. So we'll see where the customer steers it in that direction. But yeah, nice little kit, nice little project. And if you subscribe, which you're going to press that button down there now, aren't you? Press it, press that button. Yep, you'll see this get built. Here we go, one of our favourite cars that's in the workshop, which was the Hayabusa Turbo. This was built a few years ago. We've done the engine transplant. It's an Indy R, converted to an Indy RX, so it's fully rose jointed right the way through. It's in for us for some minor repairs on the front end here, which has all been done now. You wouldn't even know it's been done, to be honest with you. Big power horse booster in this. I think it's like 3 maps, 280, 350 and 400, which is ludicrous mode, as you want to call it. This is in now, so it's going to have some bodywork refreshes on it as well. The customer's got some new bodywork to refresh it all, and it's going to be for sale. So if you're looking for a Hayabusa turbo car, you can hook us up, phone call, email. We can put you in direct contact with the customer who's selling it. I mean, it's a weapon, a serious weapon. If you've got an Atom Ford, the new supercharged ones and turbocharged one, this just destroys it. Absolutely, it's just so much horsepower. Phil drives it around Snetterton in like 2 minutes too. Now, if you know what quick laps are around then, I don't know if Phil's a quick driver or not, but 2 minutes, anything around 2 minutes around Snetterton is flying think British touring car lap record's like 156. Gives you an indication. It's a proper weapon. In the right hands, this car is well under 150, 155, 154 in this particular power. It's just like 150 mile an hour down the back straight or something stupid. So yeah, if you're into a serious toy, serious weapon, it's got booster turbo, big turbo on it, 3 maps, big oil cooler, big radiator, big intercooler, air shift. So it's got paddles with air shift, aim dash, big brakes, billet front uprights, billet rear uprights, tilt B6s, full cage. I mean, it's the bells and whistles, Compton Motor CXR wheels on it, decent top. It's the bells and whistles on this. So if you want a monster type of car in the boost of turbo power and you want to go stupidly fast, then hook us up with a phone call and email and we'll put you in direct contact with Phil. Right, here we go, chassis register time. But before we get into chassis register, here's one that's been created up for Norway. It's actually going out, got a red roll cage on it and black chassis, but the engine and gearbox is in the chassis. We've done some service work on that as well. So it's had cam belt, water pump done, oil filter change, plugs and all of that. And that's all gone in, ready, installed, sort of loosely fitted in for the customer so we can ship it out to him with his donor parts as well as his thing. It's a bit more tricky creating a map that way, but it is what it is. Chassis register time, if you want to know where the chassis are and where you're already in the queue, it's going to be up on, let's go for that side this week, Elliot. Yeah, that's where we are in the queue. If you want to get yourself in the queue, come and see us here at the factory, talk you through it. Open day was great, took some orders for that, because why wouldn't you want to build an RX-5 or a Cup car or a Booster Turbo or Mazda Turbo, why wouldn't you? It's a sports car you build at home or we can factory build them for you here. Hook us up, phone call, email, Andy and Neil, and they'll sort you straight out. Right, well, that's it from another bonker busy workshop here at MK Sportscars and Kit Car Direct. Next time you'll see us as well, we'll be at the Malvern Kit Car Show. We'll be exhibiting there, and of course the Cup Car Series on June the 3rd. And so the 3rd and 4th for Malvern, the 3rd for the Cup Car Series at Oulton Park. So we look to see, hopefully, some familiar faces at the show and some, well, existing customers bringing their cars along. Be nice to see them out if the sun is shining. Let's look forward to it, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and we will catch you next week.